Hi, this is Kevin Deal from Upscale Audio, and today we're going to talk about the Musical Fidelity A1 integrated amplifier, the new reissue. Oh my God, you know, in history there's been a few products that were just icons. I mean icons. And back in 1985, Musical Fidelity came out with this amp. In fact, it looks very, very similar to this one. And there's been reissues that have been done, but what they wanted to do this time was bump up the performance, but really harken back to the beginnings cosmetically, and I love that. This is a 25 watt per channel Class A amplifier. And so some people are going to go, Class A? What? I need 100 watts. Well, why do you need 100 watts? Need 100 watts, you know. No, you know, look at the tube amps that we sell, some of the finest in the world. And they're only 36 watts, maybe 72 watts, depending on the model. The Prima Lunas, I mean, they are absolutely unbelievable. Power doesn't mean anything to you except the ability to go louder. It has nothing to do with the sound quality. It has nothing to do with bass response or dynamics, right? I mean, if that meant anything, look, turn off the YouTube channel, go to Amazon, you can buy a 150 watt Sony receiver for a couple $100. Is it going to sound like this? No, of course not. This is a high performance amp of 25 watts of true glory. And they did some things on this amp that is so, so cool. It has 4 line inputs, okay? So that's for your CD player, this, that, whatever. Now, if you have a music streamer and you're using the volume control in that or from Roon, a lot of music streamers have a ton of voltage out. I mean, just a ton of voltage. So you have a direct switch on this amplifier and you are able to actually bypass the gain stage on this integrated amp. And that can really help you to get a greater sense of clarity and beauty to the music. You know, if you don't need the additional gain, why use it? So that's going to apply if you have any products that are going to have maybe 4 volts out or more. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, talk to one of our salespeople. We'll explain all of those things to you. It also has a phono stage built into it. And it's a great phono stage. I mean, it's all discrete components. I was looking at it here. It has moving magnet and moving coil adjustability. The moving coil is loaded at about 1,000 ohms. According to the manual, I guess it automatically fine-tunes loading for your cartridge. I'm not quite sure how it does that, but that's what they say. And, you know, if you got a cartridge that is a typical, you know, moving coil cartridge, it's going to be 0.4, 0.5 millivolt, great. If you've got some of these wacky cartridges, but those cartridges are going to cost more than this amp. You know, the ones that have 0.2 millivolt out and all that, you know, no, it's not built for that. It's built for really nice standard output moving coil cartridges and moving magnet. Oh my God. And then look at this back here. In the back, you see a whole bunch of little capacitors and a whole bunch of little resistors. Now, what are those for? Those metal film resistors and those capacitors, those are there. They don't say it because I don't have a schematic, but it's kind of easy to see what they're doing. They want to drop the noise floor on all of the components that you are plugging in, make sure that there is no crap getting inside. And then if I look at the amplifier, it is so, so cool. You've got 40,000 microfarads of storage per channel, right? And then I can look at the output devices, which are really nice, high quality ones, and they're mounted to this big heatsink here. And this heatsink has, I forget the name of the paste. Anyway, it has paste that thermally couples it to the lid of the amp, and then the lid of the amp has a whole bunch of ribs on it to help dissipate heat. So it's going to get warm on top, especially in the center, on purpose. Those ribs are there for your pleasure. The power transformer is as I recall, it's a split rail toroidal power transformer. Really, really nice. Toroids are much more expensive, but they're much, much quieter. Everything about this is about dropping the noise floor, dropping the noise floor. You cannot power your way to better sound. You get there by using better parts. And that's what this thing has always been famous for. Always. It's just been something that has wowed people, and it continues to wow people. And this is the best A1 ever. It has a remote volume control as long as you don't have it in the direct mode. So you got volume up, volume down at mute. It's a nice remote. It's metal, you know, it's nicely done. In fact, I'd have to say everything is nicely done. But most important is how this thing sounds. And my employees, that's where I had to grab it, right? Gautam was here. He was about to grab it and take it home. I said, no, let me make the video first. Joel was over there, and Chris was over there, and Ken and Ash. I mean, we're just all over there, and everybody's going gaga with it. So if you have a moderately efficient speaker, you know, 88 dB, it depends on how loud. Look, if you're the former lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses and you got 86 dB efficient speakers, this may not be the one for you. But if you listen to things at a normal level, you got speakers that are 88 dB efficient, and you play it at a normal level in a normal room, it is going to be all the power that you are ever going to need. But talk to my salespeople. They're not on commission, on purpose, so they can guide you. Save the money here. Put the extra money into better speakers. That's how you end up with something that's really going to rock your world, okay? Come to that 10,000 square foot store. Give us a call. Go to our website at Upscale Audio. We're going to treat your system like it's ours. Thank you.